Welcome to Historic Coin, the place where every coin has a story waiting to be told. Today, we are going to dive deep into the fascinating history of the 1962 British One Shilling coin, a piece that not only carries monetary value, but also reflects the heritage, politics, and artistry of its time. This is not just a coin. It is a tangible link to the past, a small metallic witness to the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign and the final decades of Britain's pre-decimal currency system. I promise you, if you stay with me until the end of this video, you will not only know the details of this coin, but will also discover the little secrets and lesser-known facts that make it a collector's delight. So sit back, keep your eyes on the screen, and let's journey together through time with the story of the 1962 One Shilling coin. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. The era of 1962. The year 1962 was an interesting time for the United Kingdom. Queen Elizabeth II had been on the throne for just over a decade, and the country was in the midst of cultural and economic transformation. Britain still held on to many traditions, and the currency system in use was the old pre-decimal format, where a shilling was worth 12 pence and 20 shillings made a pound. The 1962 One Shilling coin was part of everyday life, passing through countless hands in markets, shops, and daily transactions. It was a time when coins were trusted, tangible symbols of value, long before digital payments or credit cards. This coin, therefore, carries not just metal but memories, serving as a silent storyteller from a nation that was both holding on to its history and stepping toward modernity. Pre-decimal currency system. To truly appreciate the 1962 One Shilling coin, we need to understand Britain's pre-decimal currency system. Unlike today's decimal-based system where 1 pound equals 100 pence, the old system was more complex. 1 shilling equaled 12 old pennies, and 20 shillings made up 1 pound. This meant that mental arithmetic was a necessary skill for everyday transactions. The 1 shilling coin was an essential unit, commonly used for purchases ranging from groceries to small luxuries. By 1962, people had grown so accustomed to this system that they could quickly calculate costs without thinking twice. This coin represents a world where mathematics was part of daily life, and coins were a physical reminder of Britain's unique economic identity. Obverse design. The obverse side of the 1962 One Shilling coin features a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Mary Gillick. This portrait is distinctive because it presents the Queen without a crown, wearing a laurel wreath instead, a symbol of victory, honor, and peace. The simplicity of the design reflects the optimism of the early Elizabethan era. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription, plus Elizabeth, .2, .dei, .gratia, .regina, plus, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. This side of the coin captures the regal elegance of the young monarch, while also communicating Britain's deep respect for its royal heritage. The fine details in the hair and facial features make it a miniature masterpiece of engraving. Reverse design. Turning the coin over, the reverse side reveals an intricate shield topped with a royal crown. This shield bears the image of a lion rampant, symbolizing Scotland, as this coin represents the Scottish version of the 1 shilling. Around the edge is the inscription FID, DEF, ONESHILLING, along with the date 1962, divided by the crown. FIDDEF is short for Fidei Defensor, meaning Defender of the Faith, a title held by British monarchs since the reign of Henry VIII. The craftsmanship here is remarkable. The lion appears almost alive, with its poised stance and flowing mane. This design not only served as a mark of national pride, but also distinguished it from the English version of the 1 shilling, which bore different heraldic imagery. Two versions of the coin. Many people don't realize that the 1962 1 shilling coin came in two distinct versions, the English type and the Scottish type. The English type displayed 3 lions passant guardant on its reverse, representing England, while the Scottish type, like the one we are focusing on today, displayed the crowned lion rampant. This difference was important because it reflected the United Kingdom's recognition of its individual nations within the currency system. Collectors today often seek to own both versions, as having the pair tells a more complete story of Britain's numismatic history during the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Material and specifications. The 1962 1 shilling coin was made from cupro-nickel, a durable alloy of copper and nickel, replacing the silver content used in earlier shillings before 1947. This change was driven by the rising cost of silver after World War II. The coin has a diameter of 23.5 millimeters and weighs approximately 5.65 grams. Its milled edge served not only as a design feature but also as a practical measure to prevent clipping, a form of currency fraud where small amounts of precious metal were shaved from the edges of coins. The cupro-nickel composition gave the coin a silver-like appearance while ensuring it could withstand the rigors of everyday circulation. Historical significance. Beyond its physical features, the 1962 1 shilling coin is significant because it represents the last phase of Britain's traditional monetary system before the decimalization reforms of 1971. At the time, few could imagine that the shilling, a unit that had existed for centuries, would soon disappear from everyday use. Coins like this one are historical touchstones, connecting us to an era when buying a loaf of bread or a newspaper involved exchanging tangible, solid pieces of metal. Holding one today feels like holding a small fragment of living history. Circulation and daily use. In 1962, this coin would have been an extremely common sight in Britain. Whether you were buying fish and chips, paying for a bus fare, or enjoying a pint at the pub, the 1 shilling coin was part of the experience. Because it was so widely used, most coins from that era show signs of wear, with smoother edges and faded details from years of handling. Well-preserved examples are less common today, making them more valuable to collectors. Imagining the journey of a single coin, from pocket to cash register, from one town to another, brings its history to life. Collector value. Today, for collectors, the 1962 1 shilling coin holds both sentimental and monetary value. While common circulated examples may only fetch a modest price, coins in uncirculated or proof condition can command higher amounts, especially if they feature sharp details and original luster. The Scottish type often attracts more interest due to its bold lion design. Collectors value it not just for its market worth, but also for the connection it offers to Britain's pre-decimal heritage. For many, it is a starting point in building a British coin collection. Global collector interest. Interestingly, the appeal of the 1962 1 shilling coin is not limited to British collectors. Enthusiasts from around the world seek it out, particularly those interested in Commonwealth history. It represents a time when Britain's influence still extended globally, and its currency was recognized far beyond its shores. This global interest ensures that coins like this one remain in demand, making them a worthwhile addition to any international collection. Although the shilling as a unit of currency is no longer in use, its legacy lives on in the memories of those who grew up with it and in the collections of numismatists worldwide. The 1962 1 shilling coin serves as a reminder of the artistry, tradition, and national pride that once went into everyday currency. It's more than just a piece of metal. It's a historical document you can hold in your hand, a tangible link to a bygone era of British life. For those of us at Historic Coin, it's treasures like this that make numismatics so endlessly fascinating.